Okay, this here is my alligator lopper for cutting trees and so forth. I've had this thing probably 8 years, and as you can see, this bottom jaw is a bit loose. It stays open too wide and will not clamp down all the way on the piece of wood that you're holding in order to make the cut all the way through. It's really irritating now because I can't cut the wood that I need to cut. So, I found the problem because I took it apart the other day, and I have to replace this gear that is right here. And that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Show you how easy it is. $3. That's all this part cost. $3. These things are $80, $90, I guess. So why buy a new one when a $3 part will fix it? Okay, first thing we have to do is remove this right here. I've already loosened the screws. That comes off. Now we have to loosen and take off all these screws. Oh, those are Allen heads. Got to get to that. Okay, I've taken all the screws out, and I had done this before a couple of weeks ago. There's a screw that goes right here. It goes right in there. You can see there's a little door right here. That is a special screw. I don't have it anymore because I didn't need it. I replaced it with just a regular screw. You can't see it on here, but if this were the screw, there's a little piece of metal that's sticking, a little, for lack of a better word, a little tab or something in the very middle. You need a special screwdriver on the screw that goes right here. I don't have to worry about that because I took it out just by using a small screwdriver and sticking it in the sides and turning was how I removed it without having the need for that special Phillips that has a hole down the middle of it to get that tab to go in. It's ridiculous because all this is for, it's just for the wires right there. That's all it's for. It's just a door for the wires. And they felt the need to put a special screw in there to make this difficult to take apart. So you can see I've already taken these off. This just comes out. All these screws are the same size, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And now, I'm trying to remember how I did this the last time. Ah yes, this just comes off. Boom, there it goes. Right there. Take this part off. You can see there's a spring in here. Right there. That spring is just going to have to come out. It just comes right out. There's nothing difficult about that at all. There you go. You turn this around. How's that? This just lifts up. Be careful with this spring because it will pop out. You can remove it if you like, or you can just kind of leave it in there. And that gets this out of the way. So that you can get to this screw, and there's one just opposite of it. Let me take those off. Alright, took those two screws off right there. I hope you can see it, but right there is that gear that we're going to be replacing. That's the gear right there. And now, where it gets a little tricky, because you got to pull this up. So you can get at it. And there it is. Now this is as far as I got last time. So now I have to figure out how to get this There we go. It should be able, yep, there it is. figure out how to get that bolt out. Apparently, looks like I'll have to do a little more digging. And as you can see right there, there's a nut. Now, of course, you can't get at it with a socket because it's, as you can see, the little design in there that holds the nut in place. So I will now do that just to make things not fall apart. Figure, okay, looks like I need to take this off. Not a problem. I'll take those two off right there. And let's just, okay, I've loosened the screws. They're bolts rather, I'm sorry. Take those off. That of course allows you to take this off so you can get to where you can get to this. This is going to be all kinds of complicated now. Well, I'm in it. Should be easy. I gotta get this part of the case off. Let's see how to do that. Okay, how am I gonna get to there? Easy enough. Just to take this off. Well, it's Allen. That's not going to do it. Okay, let's look at this. Your guess is as good as mine trying to figure this out right now. Now I got it. Easy peasy. This comes in half. Nut on the side of it there, and on this side, whoops, there it is. Sorry about my head getting in the way there. Let's see what we got. That's the bolt that I need. It's just right now it's got a lot of dirt up in there. Sorry, my eyes ain't good enough. I have to get up close and look. Okay. It's just a bigger hex. That's too big. There it is. Thank you, Black & Decker, for making this easy to do. Oh, there it is. Just came off. There's the nut that goes inside. Right there. So you can see, there's where it's broken. Right there. That's what was causing this thing to not work right. Now, I'm going to put this one back in. Oh, let me show you this. So you can see this part right here. That's it right there. That's where it mounts to. Okay. Let's see. It'll only go one way. That way doesn't fit. It's too far. Okay. This way. That's the way it was. No. Put the. Oops. Bolt. There we go. It's a nylon threaded. It's got the nylon in it. Keep it from getting loose. Put that up in there. Oh, there it goes. And there it is. Okay. Yeah. Well, put things back together. Right, I gotta turn this off. Okay. Now I gotta put the spring back in. I put, this back on. Now this, as you can see, fits right there. Goes into the teeth. Where it's supposed to go. Oh, how much you can see there. But anyways, oh, there it is. This goes down in there. There it is. But you got to put the spring back in here. And the way to do that is there we go. Got to have it out a little bit. There's a little notch for it to go, little tab sticking out that the end of the spring goes into, and on this side it's flat. Stick it in there like that. I put it up against it, like so, and then I push this just gotta find the gear. Oh, there it is. There it goes. You can see the spring is still popping up a bit. You just push it in. There. Now it's in. Oh, that was fun. Just hit this and make this pop out. I was trying to avoid extra work. This just popped out, which is not a problem. It just pops back in. Fix that. Oh, let's see. Okay. There it is. One spring, two little springs. Two little springs. One here. And of course the other one. Right here. Oops. In. There we go. There. That's back in. And put this on. These in their place. This goes here. The other one goes right there. And then this. Enough. Just gotta line it up. There. There it is. Everything's lined up. Now, put it all back together. Okay, I'm gonna make a revision to my video here. Remember I had removed all these screws here to take this plate off. Well, look at that. I didn't need to. Could have kept this side all together. I didn't have to remove these screws at all and take this one apart. This one you still have to because it's got to lift up. This one could have stayed whole. Saved yourself a couple of moments, a couple of minutes there. And it's just the same thing. Just got to put the spring in place now. I found this out when I was putting it all back together. I looked at it and said, what did I do that for? So, put the spring back in. Let me show you. Just goes in. I'm not left-handed. There we go. Goes in, and there it is. Spring is in. Put this on. I got it upside down. The way it goes. There it is. I can't do it this side. I have to turn it. Okay. Okay, all back together. See, it no longer flops around. Nice and tight, the way it should be. Everything's fine. And once again, all you have to do on this side, you don't have to take all these off. Just that one, and then there's one below it. That's it. This side, of course, you have to loosen up. These two come off, that comes off. That's it. Okay, just came over here, plugged it in. Works fine. I'm not going to try to cut a piece of wood because I don't have any available at the moment. But I know it works.